Welcome back to Beginner Adult Hockey. Today I wanted to do something a little bit different, a little bit silly. I've been thinking about this show Ted Lasso, which if you have not watched it, you definitely should go out and watch it. I think I've seen it 2.5 times all the way through now. But there are a lot of things that we can learn from Ted Lasso about hockey, things that you can take with you. Number one is going to be a goldfish. I have brought this up many times. I'm pretty sure I coined the term. I don't know how he got it from me, but I think it's important because goldfish don't think past 7 seconds in their past. And what this means is if you do something out on the ice, if you make a mistake, if your teammate makes a mistake, if somebody hurts you or hits you from the other team, anything like that, you need to forget about it right away, because the only thing that this is going to do is it's going to mess you up in the future. Nobody has ever made a mistake, dwelled on it, and then gotten better. I mean, I guess you could get better if it really bothers you when you work on it. But in that same game, very specifically, you're not going to get better from that mistake, because if you continue to think about it, you're not in the moment, you're not thinking about the game that you are currently in. So that is number one. Always most important is don't dwell on things. And really, you shouldn't dwell in the moment either. If you make a mistake, there's a lot of people that will be like, oh, but that takes 2 seconds away from you playing the puck right there. So you really, if you make a mistake, just know people make mistakes. Nobody probably even noticed, first of all, especially if you're a beginner. So don't worry about it and just move on. Number two, this one is much easier said than done, but winning is not everything. You need to know that you are out there to get exercise, to socialize, to try something new, to be a part of this amazing sport that we're all a part of. And if you lose a game, it is not the end of the world. Some people take it super seriously, and those are the people that it's really hard to be around, because it's stressful when you lose a game because they get really upset about it. And it's okay to be upset about losing a game, but what I'm saying is it's not going to affect your life going forward. It's not really going to affect your team going forward. You need to remember why you're out here and all the amazing benefits you're getting from playing hockey. And it's great to win a game, but if you lose a game, it's not the end of the world. Number three, anyone can be bought with food. This is just what I'm kind of sticking in here right in the middle, because if you watch the show, you know that he brings biscuits to Rebecca every day and he kind of wins her over. It's kind of the same thing with beer. Once you get into beer league hockey, you'll kind of understand that people like to bring beer. There's teams where it'll never happen. You'll never see beer. Nobody will ever bring beer. You're not allowed to bring beer. You can't do it in the parking lot. Nobody wants to go out to a bar after. And that's okay too. And like I've mentioned before, if you don't drink, that's okay too. But even if you don't drink, if you bring beer, everybody will love you for the rest of your life. I promise. It is much more important than playing well in hockey. I mean, at least to some extent, at least. But bring beer, everybody sits around the locker room afterwards, socializes, hangs out, has fun, or they go out to a bar, or they go out to the parking lot, whatever is kind of allowed in your league. And it never hurts to bring beer to kind of make your teammates like you. One of the things about this channel, and one of the reasons I started this channel, is because I think it's so important that people know it is not too late to try something new. And what that means is that if you are watching this channel, there's a chance that you've either just started playing hockey as an adult, or you haven't started playing hockey as an adult yet. And no matter what age you are, there are dozens or hundreds or thousands of other people out there who are doing the exact same thing as you, who are trying this thing for the very first time. The best situation you can get yourself in is to find a beginner league, a beginner adult league in your town. If there aren't one of those and you get put on like a C team or a D team or something where people are already playing, but they're not great yet, that's okay too, because they all just started at some point within the last couple of years. So everybody is generally very accepting, and just know that it's super scary to get out there for the first time. But after that first time, you're going to be fine. You're going to be a part of a team, and you're going to be a part of this group, and this great thing, again, that we all get to be a part of. The next tip is that you can always keep growing. This is so important, that even after you get out there, you pass that first kind of scary hurdle of actually getting out on the ice, and you get better and better and better. You can always get better and better and better, especially if you started as an adult. There's always room to grow. At some point you are going to peak, and you're probably going to come back down as you get older, and that's okay. We're all waiting for that moment, or we all know that it has happened. There is nothing wrong with that. If you started when you were 3 years old, you even know that you can always get better. The guys in the NHL know that they can always get better. There is always somewhere that you can go because there's something else you can learn and something else you can work on. Next is just to be a good teammate. If you've never played a team sport before, say like you're a runner or something and it's an individual sport where you work hard and your individual efforts go into being better, team sports are so different because there's always such a wide variety of talent and people in there that you can do all you can to get better, and it doesn't matter because the team as a whole needs to get better. And so you'll see teams that maybe they aren't even very good, but they've played together forever, and that makes them really good because they know exactly where people are skating to and how to pass to that person and things like that. But either way, there are opposite ends of the spectrum. Whether you score a goal and you're the superstar or you make a mistake, it is a part of the team, and a good teammate is going to understand that we're absorbing this as a part of the team and we're going to go out there and either fix that mistake or we're going to celebrate as a team because we all had a part in whatever we do as a team. All right, the last one, and I try to interject this in pretty much every video, it's just the #1 rule of beer league. It's just don't be a jerk. Don't be the guy that nobody wants to play with. And one of those things is to be a good loser and to be a good winner. So if you lose a game or win a game, go and shake the hands of the other teammates. Tell your team that they did a great job. Celebrate after with some beer. You know, you can be upset about losing, like I said before, but you need to have some dignity in this game because if I've seen so many videos recently in some of the hockey groups of like somebody going up with a stick and just like hitting somebody else on the head. That not only will get you kicked out because that's not what we do in hockey, but you're probably going to jail if you do that, honestly. That is assault. So just know that we do have some etiquette here, and because you see fighting in the NHL doesn't mean we're doing it in beer league. It does happen, but that's not why we're here. We're here to exercise. We're here to have fun. We're here to, you know, be good teammates, all that kind of stuff. So just know that it's always a great idea to just be a good player, be a good teammate, be a good opponent. So let me know if you have any other ones. I was going through all the episodes and trying to think of things that could be related to Ted Lasso. I do have quotes in the story below as well from Ted Lasso, but let me know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe and like below and do all that, and I will talk to you next time.